Hey, welcome to Matt's Workbench, and today we're taking a look at this IBM NetVista that I know absolutely nothing about. Didn't even know I wanted it until I saw it sitting on a shelf. Well, that's a lie. It was sitting in a pile of junk with printers and cardboard and other computers at Computer Reset. So I had the opportunity to go to Computer Reset on the channel. You can see a video of all the stuff that I was able to pick up in a haul way back in the day at this point. In fact, I have probably now had this computer longer than it was at Computer Reset, which is a little bit depressing to think about. But I have absolutely no idea if this works or not. It may immediately burst into flames when we plug it in. But I know it's pretty dirty, so let's take it apart and see if there's anything obvious. I'm sure the capacitors are fine. And we're just going to send it and see what happens. I think the first thing you need to do is you need to admire the design of this machine. It was interesting, especially for the time. I mean, this was, you could still get you a plain old boring beige box, but this had some attitude to it. You know, it had angles and it was black, and well, that might be about it, but I really like the design that we got going on here. You know, and IBM didn't have to do this. IBM could have been boring and everyone would have bought it anyway. But the whole theme they had going on here, I mean, it matched their server lineup that they had. And, you know, you felt like you got you a business machine for doing business work. And, man, the spreadsheets that this thing has seen, like nobody's business. So we got our CD drive here. Doesn't appear to be anything that, you know, is reading or writing, or maybe reading. We've got another 5 1/4, 3 1/2 inch, and then a built-in 3 1/2 inch drive down here that definitely probably works. A satisfying power button, a couple USBs on the front here, built for Pentium 4 and Windows 2000, or if you preferred, Windows Millennium Edition. Yeah. So, I mean, you can't put Windows ME on here. That'd be a crime. We're not doing that. That doesn't, oh, it did, wait. Something is happening. The good news is, it's completely disgusting. Some buttons you can, oh, look at, this is the easiest thing to work on in the world. Look at that. We'll just, this is going to be a piece of cake. I'm sure this is going to work. One thing I did notice is some of this corrosion down here on the power supply, which, you know, you know what causes corrosion. And so when that happens, you usually just, you know, look at how good this corner up here looks and how it's fine. And this power supply, it's, yep. So let's take things apart. This one hopefully is the easiest. Is it an IBM drive? Yes, it is. It's the Death Star. Oops. You know, these are the most reliable. Usually you always see these fire right back up after sitting on a shelf for, you know, 25 years. Maybe not that long. All right, so we got a couple drives here. Let's see if we can get our floppy drive out. There you go. It's a Samsung drive, SFD321B. It is disgusting. For a while I thought it was me, but the more I dig into this, the more this computer smells like feet. Forgot a cord. It's our audio cord here that goes down to here. This should slide out to the front. Oh, don't want to lose that. I mean, that's disgusting. Let's check our RAM. And we have one stick here of RAM, random access memory. But the good news is it's approved by IBM, and that's all you need to know about this. Well, would you look at that? I'd stick that in my car. Boom, boom. Here we got some fan leads. Here's your CPU fan. There's this fan. He's got, this has these interesting rubber feet on here that had, how do you, why do you, what in the, there's no, how do you get that off? You know what, you can just stay there for a minute. That's the wrong size. That's too big. That's too small. Nailed it. I knew it. There. See, look, it's coming right out. Nope, it's not. So does this have to pop off to the oh, okay, all right. And then this is glued on. I mean, you can't, this is in the way. I wasn't going to take this off, but now we got to take this off. Right? To get that out of the way? Nope. We're going to leave that on. Or do you, hold on, wait a second. Can we take these? There we go. Okay, you just got to pinch it a little bit. And then, I mean, you got to pinch it a little bit. There we go. Move out. You can just move out of the, there we go. That's better than it was. Oh, well, okay. These are still in the way. They're taking every component. Okay, all right. Well, you know, that's fine. It's fine. And look, I'm bleeding. Yeah, the more I work on this, the more this computer just smells bad. I mean, I'm not lying. It smells like dirty gym socks from 1993, which is weird because this computer's obviously from 2002. All right, let's see if we can get this motherboard out. All right. So this is great because we've got no problems whatsoever because these, especially this one here, no leaking whatsoever. And if you see it, I mean, you can tell me in the comments if you see it. But these are fine, especially these ones right close to the processor, which is a non-critical area. So I think we'll be A-okay. And this guy here who's, you know, a little, it's fine. Here's how you fix that. God, look at that. We fixed it. Serial ports. All right, so one of the problems we've got is that this is, it's stuck on there. I mean, it's not coming off. So I got to thinking, it's like, how do you get this thing off here? It's stuck on, and you don't want to go, I mean, I don't want to stick a screwdriver in there and pop it off. That might work for some people, but I'm going to do what I do with, like, if you have a car emblem that you want to get off, and that's use some dental floss. That's right. Unscented or unflavored dental floss. So let's just pull a little piece off of here. And then you just kind of doot. Wow. Maybe this is what oh my goodness. Maybe the screwdriver's the right choice. Let's see if we can pry this thing out. Don't look. Don't look. It's going in. Yep. Oh, nope. Ta-da! Look, it's a CPU. We'll clean it up. Woo. She's a little dirty. Okay, let's get this beautiful boy reinstalled. Feels not good but it's in. Pentium 4 installed. So this is not 100% clean, but it is way better than it was. So let's see if we can get it reconnected here. Oh, almost forgot that. We need this. This is the heat-seek compounds, multiple, made in China. So you know it's going to be good enough for this IBM system. And we're going to put too much on there. And then this won't fit because it's in the way. So we're going to switch it. Put it back this way first. And then get that out of that. Oh yeah, that feels like way too much. Put that in there. Wait, where'd the screwdriver go? What the? It didn't fit. All right, let's take this off. Aha. And the more you slide this thing around and the more you know it's the perfect amount of thermal paste. So I'm gonna go here until you feel just a little resistance. If I learned anything from doing head gaskets, it's you go in a pattern. And there's quarter turn, 3 turns, 2 turns. Here's the thing. My mindset and the way I approach life in general is that somehow this doesn't fit anymore. Life should be about, is it better than it was? And if it's better than it was, then it's probably fine. All right, we got to look at this power supply. It's not like we can do anything about it. Look, it is what it is. And if it's something different, then, well, we'll know about that. But we'll take it out and we'll clean it up and it'll look good and then it won't work. And then we'll go, whoop, yep, that's the end of the video. There's the fan that oh look, it's part of everything else that we can't unplug, can't get in there. Look, looks fine. Great. All right, let's take a look at this floppy drive because inevitably we're going to need it to get an operating system on here. All right, why isn't it coming apart? There's something that's just, oh, here we go. See, I knew it was just that one screw. Okay, cool. Shoot it away from the heads. Oh, that's still nasty. Maybe. Oh, yep, that's working. Gross. Look at all that. Ugh. All right, let's see how we're doing here. Are the heads dirty? We'll find out. Not that bad. Yeah, I am going to get in here and get this action done, though, because it's just, really? Why not? See, everything else is dirty. The heads are fine. There you go. There you go. Get that on here. It looks dirty. How do we clean this up? Do we gotta pressure wash it or what? Look at all this stuff. Someone was smoking. Who was smoking? Well, we'll see if it works. It's better than it was. All right, time to address this beautiful case. And I would use the rag I've been using. Well, this is a paper towel, but look at this. Oh, God. What will clean up? That's the question. 2002. What were you doing in 2002? Let's see. God, I was racking up massive credit card debt. Oh, God, look at all this. Let's see if we can get rid of some of that. I mean, this is just isopropyl alcohol. Some pretty deep scratches in there that I don't think we're going to be able to do much about. It's so gross. You know, these are important airflow slices. How are we going to deal with that? That's paint. You know, like this white stuff, that's paint. Scrape it off with a blade. Here's more down here. Can you see it? I mean, are we shaving a little bit off? Yes. Will anyone know or care? No. I mean, we don't need to go too far. I'm just going to get the paint off of there. And then what's this? Oh, that's just a scratch. That's not bad. I mean, it's better than it was, which, I mean, what more do you want? It was abused, all right? I mean, it looks like it's taken some hits, which it definitely has. Gross, gross, gross. I mean, we don't want none of this computer reset dirt touching our floppies. Would we? It's not perfect. We got a lot of scratches up here. 100% better than it was. All right, motherboard in. Clip. Let's get our floppy drive back in here. Oh no. I mean, we got this out before that was in there, right? Easily slides in. Just, just like that. Too far? Not far enough. There we go. Just gonna go right in here. Okay. Would you? Okay, there's something. Yep, sure. That, you know, don't put it in backwards is my best advice. And here's the power supply that we're absolutely sure and have tested that it will work, that we're going to put back in. Our display adapter back in. There you go. Look at that. Looks great. And when you know you've done it right, when it gently clicks into place. That took a lot of work. Time to see if this front panel goes back on. So if we set this down here, seems fine. It should snap in. Yeah. Look at that. Back together. IBM NetVista, slightly cleaner than it was before. Let's see if it works. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. She's He screams to life. Okay. Oh. TNT2. Look at that. Oh my God. F1 for setup. We probably should do that. Let's do F1 for setup. Because I know that we've replaced the battery in this thing. Okay. Uh-oh. We got problems. Pass, pass, pass. Shadowed configuration. Oh, check date and time settings. Yep, configuration error. Default configuration used. Yes, that all sounds right. All right. 10. Yes. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Does it boot into a thing, or do we need to go into the boot menu? It's IBM. It could be weird. God, look at that logo. That looks great. It just restarted. I want to get into the device boot menu. This might be why this was at computer reset. All right, let's stick this in. Who knows what'll happen? It's a Microsoft CD boot disk. Hell, I don't know. Things are happening. Windows 95. Hell yeah. Oh boy, here we go. A Tappy Acer. What do you think? 1, 2, 3, or 4? No fixed disks present. Not that the Death Star would be dead. F disk. Has a disk drive larger than 512 megabytes. That's great. Of course we do. Current fixed disk drive 1. 55 megabytes. That doesn't seem right at all. All right, we're going to 3. Delete the primary. Maximum available. Yes. You must restart your system. Here we go. Create primary. Yes. There we go. That looks more correct. It's time to install a new operating system. So we will do that next. All right, here we go. We're going to continue. Did not find any hard disks installed. What? That's not true. That's not true. There's a hard disk in there. We F-disked it. Why I oughta. Okay. Well, let's see if we can swap out a hard drive here. All right, let's get these rails swapped over. Kind of a shame. I mean, I guess, you know, the Death Star dying was bound to be the case. Can't wait till I get my workbench built. Too many things happening in life. Get in there. Okay. Wish us all luck. Desk Star. Warranty void if removed. Nevertheless, she had a good run and advanced the human race. Okay. We've got a hard drive light indicator. We'll see if we can boot from the CD. Yeah, let's go into setup. We don't need to go into setup. We don't need to go into setup. I don't know whether to be optimistic that that hard drive light is on and staying on. Right here, it's just constantly illuminated. Here we go. Welcome to setup. Did not find any hard disk drives. Cannot continue. Default configuration. Drive 0 is not installed. Okay. Drive 1, not installed. Drive 2, CD, DVD. Drive 3, not installed. Maybe we had 2 bad drives. 245 megabytes. How old is that drive? At least we know it can recognize a drive, although I'm not sure that's the drive I want to use. That drive sounds beautiful and terrifying at the same time. What other drives do I have? It does sound beautiful, though. I love the sound of these quantum drives. All right, this one's much larger. It is a Western Digital. This is a 250 gig drive. So the one that was in this NetVista was 40 gigabytes. So we'll see if it can play nice with something this big. All right, devices, IDE, drive 0. Look at that. Let's switch this to high performance. Save and exit. And let's go ahead and put Windows 2000 back in. We're seeing a drive now, right? Do the thing. Oh, fantastic. Okay. We agree. Now we're talking. We're cooking. We're making progress. We only went through 3 bad hard drives. Okay, man. This setup is an absolute disaster. So I'm eager to get this to where we can get it installed, shut it down, put it back together, and then we'll test it out and see if it works. Starting Windows. Look at that. Okay, we're making some progress now. It feels like this has been a long time coming. 3 bad hard drives in a row will do that, I suppose. And we even skipped the one that said bad on it. I should write bad on the other ones. Make sure we put this back in the pile of good hard drives. Organization, Matt's workbench. Oh, product key. Oh, okay. Actually have one on the side. Let's see if this works. Final tasks. Here we go. Everything's back together, installed. Let's go. Wake up, baby. Look at this. This is amazing. Starting Windows. Like it was meant to be. This NetVista is back in action with all the Pentium 4 power. And really, now that the case is back together, closed up, it's a pretty quiet system. Welcome to the registration wizard. I want to do it by mail. It doesn't look like we have any sound. No, we'll have to get drivers for sound. Ethernet controller, multimedia audio, and PCI device. How about our display adapter? Well, we've got our display adapter installed. Let's see if it'll play some Unreal Tournament. Without sound, of course. I don't even know if this will run on Windows 2000. This CD drive is making some interesting sounds. I don't know if that's it dying, because it sure has slowed down. I'll let it sit for a little bit, but I'm not feeling hopeful. All right, let's see. I mean, we're not going to have sound for sure, but it's starting up. I'll just be impressed if this, starts and runs without throwing up an error message. Video. Nope, it just does not want to go full screen. Well, let's see if we can start a game. Sounds great. Deathmatch. Loading. Huh. Wow, would you look at that? I don't know that I put any bots in here. Oh yeah, there's some. Oh. Oh no. Well. I gotta kill somebody. There we go. Nice. Well, there we go. It's back in action. It's still got some issues. We need to find some audio drivers and network drivers, and we probably should get some capacitors ordered to fix those ones that were on the board leaking a little bit. But other than that, I mean, this thing is now somehow, after 3 bad hard drives, you should expect it, but I didn't expect it. It's up and running. And so now another computer off the shelf that was dead on arrival, came from Computer Reset, sat in that warehouse for years, sat on my shelf for years, and now up and running once again. So we got a lot more stuff to take a look at. I love doing computers and cars, and if it's broken, I like to make it not as broken as it was when I found it or sometimes broke it. So that's what we do here on this channel. If you like that kind of stuff, go ahead and subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I thank you for watching.